2015 GMC Arcadia windshield washer does not work on the front. So from how I understand it, how the switch works, it has a fuse and a relay all in the same area under the glove box. There's no power through the circuit until you press the button. That goes through the fuse, energizes the relay, turns on the wipers and the washer at the same time. They cycle through and then shut off on their own. So what we're looking for is power from this switch through the fuse to the relay. So if the wipers are not coming on when you press this, chances are you have a switch problem. If the wipers come on and you press this and the washer pump does not work, then go check power at the washer pump. If there's power there, then you have a washer pump problem. But in my case, it was the switch here was bad and not supplying any power to energize the relay. First thing to check is the fuse. And there's a fuse under the glove box on the passenger side. It's a 10 amp fuse and it's the furthest one towards the outside of the vehicle to the front. It is virtually impossible to pull in and out, but if you take a test light and you can check on each side of the fuse. Now, the only time there is power at that fuse is when you're pushing the button for the wash. Otherwise, that circuit has no power. So don't make a mistake and think you have no power at that fuse. You have to have an assistant with the key on, push the washer button, and you should have power there. First step is remove the 4 7mm headed bolts that are on the bottom of the cover around the steering column and the multifunction switch. After you remove the 4 7mm bolts on the bottom, you can get a screwdriver in here. This is really tight, but you can get a screwdriver in here and pry this apart. You have to take the top cover off, and then the driver's side cover pulls away and out of the way to get to the multifunction switch. The multifunction switch is pretty easy. There's a clip on the top and the bottom. Push those together. You can pull this out, and then you can press the buttons here to remove the electrical connectors. This is the new switch I've got switched over already. Plug them back in. Simply slides and snaps in place. We can check it here and pushing the button and turns the wipers on and runs the washer pump. Completed repair.